Hey, my friend Daniel here. Thank you so much for watching this webinar, whatever platform you're watching this, whatever device you're watching in. Thank you. Do me a favor. Let's start out and make sure that you guys can see and hear me okay. If you guys can see those slides on your screen, you guys can see me up in the top corner there. And also you guys can hear my words. Do me a favor, put a 2 in the chat. Just want to make sure that everything is coming in loud and clear. So we're going to talk about a global movement. We're going to talk about something called the Feel Great movement. Now, chances are you've probably never heard of this, and that's totally okay. I didn't even know what this was. And once I found out, I was completely awestruck. I went down the rabbit hole and I loved everything I found, and I'm going to share that with you today. So, we're going to talk about a movement that's been going on that is not only helping people financially, but also helping people take back their health because we're addressing one root cause that literally 9 out of 10 adults are dealing with today, right now. This is a very serious issue that I want to talk about with you. And the crazy part is over 80% of the people out there don't even realize that they have these issues. And I want to show you with documented proof, the science behind this, something that is safe, all natural, and 100% guaranteed to work, or you don't pay a dime. This is something that I found that helped me drop 21 pounds in just 7 weeks, and it has me feeling so many other things. I'm going to cover all of that with you today so you can see if this is the right thing for you to help you in your health journey, maybe even help you with your finances. So again, I'm going to give you the science, the stories, and the complete system behind the Feel Great movement. Now, first, let's talk about the problem. Again, this is a problem that 9 out of 10 adults are facing right now. And that problem is something called insulin resistance. If you're not familiar with insulin resistance, if you don't know too much about it, make sure you watch this webinar and this video all the way through so you can become fully informed. So 9 out of 10 people have this. And again, like I said, 80% of people don't even realize that they're dealing with these things. They don't even realize what this root cause actually is that's causing so much of these problems. So I want you to look on the right-hand side of your screen, okay? If you're dealing with being overweight, low energy, brain fog, mood swings, uncontrollable appetite, food noise, always wanting to snack, always feeling hungry, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, inflammation, skin tags, sleep apnea, and so many more things. If you're dealing with 1 to 2 or maybe more of those things, you could be insulin resistant. So what do people do? They go on diets. They do things like keto and carnivore and fasting and all these other things. And while those things may temporarily help, some people are even doing those weight loss shots or going to their doctor. And let me give you a real life scenario here. If you went to your doctor and you said, I'm dealing with these things on the right-hand side there, they could literally write you a prescription for every single one of those things. And you would just be on a ton of medication. But you need to get down to the root cause of why these things are happening. Because when your body is not responding to insulin, your body can't burn fat efficiently. You stay stuck in storage mode. How many people do you know, or maybe this is you, that they diet, they exercise, they do all the right things, and they just can't lose the weight because they're not getting down to the root cause? Again, insulin resistance. So before we go any further, let me break down what insulin resistance actually is so you can explain it. So insulin is the key. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen there. Insulin is the key that allows the energy, the glucose, okay, into your cells. That's going to give you energy, okay? But when you become insulin resistant, those doors to your cells stop responding. So that sugar, that glucose stays in your bloodstream. That's not a good thing. That's when bad things start happening to your health, okay? So what happens when you start becoming insulin resistant is your body, when you eat food, is going to start creating more and more glucose. That glucose is going to stay stuck in your bloodstream, and your body is going to create more insulin, otherwise known as more keys, hoping that those keys are going to unlock the doors and open up your cells and let the energy in, let that glucose into your cells. But what it does is it just puts more sugar into your bloodstream, more glucose, okay? And it creates more insulin in your body. That right there is when a lot of health problems start to happen. Maybe you're starting to develop skin tags. Maybe you're starting to develop sleep apnea. Maybe you're going into prediabetes. Maybe you have type 2 diabetes. This can all tie back to insulin resistance. Okay. And until you fix insulin resistance on a cellular level, your body is going to be stuck in fat storage mode, again, causing many, many issues. So, if you want to fix things long term, you have to address insulin resistance. Now, hopefully, now that you understand this and that all of these things and so many more things on the left hand side of your screen tie back to insulin resistance, hopefully that will end some confusion and you can know that there is a solution out there that I'm about to show you that can help you with all of these things. It can help you naturally, safely, effectively, and yes, by the way, it's guaranteed to work or you don't pay, okay? So let me show you exactly what that solution is. This is where the Feel Great movement comes into play. This is what I was introduced to not too long ago, something that has had an incredible impact on my health, my energy, my mood, my sleep, the amount of food I'm eating. Everything has improved dramatically. And I'm going to show you not only my proof, but the proof of others and the power behind this system and how it can help you. There are two products in the Feel Great system, okay? One is called Unimate, which is a yerba mate based product, okay? And I'm going to explain more about this, the science behind it, the proof, how doctors are using this, prescribing it to their patients, how you can get a hold of this, where you can get a hold of this, all of that. There's another product called Balance. This is going to lower those insulin spikes, okay? So when you use these together, it can have an incredible impact on your health, okay? The Feel Great system works by getting down to the root cause and restoring your body's natural insulin sensitivity, okay? And it does this without drugs and without side effects. Unimate activates your body's own natural GLP-1 response, naturally curbing cravings, improving your mood, and increasing your energy. The Balance is going to slow glucose absorption, stabilizing your blood sugar after meals. Now, when you use them in conjunction, it is going to naturally rebalance your hormones, reset your metabolism, and help your body burn fat instead of storing it. Again, addressing insulin resistance at the root cause safely, naturally, effectively, with no side effects. By the way, the Feel Great system has undergone over 20 clinical trials. I'm actually going to share with you and show you what these clinical trials are, okay? So there's been a lot of research done on this product. It's also HSA, FSA qualified, meaning if you have one of those flexible spending accounts with your insurance can cover the cost of this for you, meaning your insurance can pay for this for you, or you can maybe get reimbursed by your insurance. And yes, your doctor can even prescribe this for you. Now, they refer to this product as an actual protocol. It is often referred to as a protocol versus a supplement or a product. It's not something you can just walk into CVS or walk into Walmart and buy off the shelf because of the caliber and level that this protocol is. And it is referred to as a protocol and a nutraceutical because it's actually in the PDR. If you don't know what the PDR is, you can go to pdr.net. This is the legal reference guide that doctors actually use to prescribe you medications. So meaning, yes, your doctor can prescribe for you Unimate and Balance. They can get you the Feel Great system. And there's a lot of other products on the marketplace out there, people as affiliate marketers and network marketers selling all types of health supplements. None of those. The Feel Great system is the only all-natural GLP-1 that is actually in the PDR. So yes, when you see your doctor, they can actually look this up and they can reference this, which I'm going to show you that in a second. This is available in over 60 countries around the world. It has 5 US patents, meaning nobody else can make this, nobody else can sell it, and you cannot get it anywhere else. And by the way, yes, it is guaranteed to work. And this is what sold me on trying this for myself. You have 90 full days. You're never going to see a guarantee like this anywhere. You have 90 full days to try this protocol, feel the difference, or you don't pay a dime. Now, let's say you went to the PDR and you looked this up yourself, or your doctor looked this up for you. This is exactly what you would see. Here's some benefits and highlights for you with the Unimate. It helps promote a healthy mood. They did a study at Oxford. Have you ever heard of Oxford? Okay. Where psychological well-being in a group of subjects was increased by 20% after taking Unimate. It helps maintain a healthy blood lipid and blood glucose levels. People that use this saw a 12% reduction in cholesterol, 5% reduction in LDL cholesterol, okay? Another 5% reduction in blood glucose levels and a reduction in A1C levels. It's also used to support healthy weight loss. Again, your doctor can find this, you can find this. This is all real research and real clinical data that you have right at your fingertips. Now, if you were to go research Balance, the second half of the Feel Great system, here's what it says. It decreases prenatal and postnatal glucose levels. It also lowers LDL cholesterol. It increases satiety, which means how you feel after you eat. Do you feel full? It's going to help you feel full so you don't eat as much food, and it will facilitate weight loss. It helps maintain normal blood sugar levels, and it will curb your appetite. This is how the Feel Great system is helping people naturally, again, address insulin resistance, lose weight, and feel great. This is one of the studies done, one of the clinical trials done at the University of Sydney. If you're not familiar with the University of Sydney, they are home of the glycemic index. They have done more glycemic research than any other university out there. So they did a study where they gave participants white bread, and they also, with that white bread, gave people the Balance part of the Feel Great system. With one serving of Balance, they saw a 13% reduction in blood insulin levels. With two servings of the Balance, part of the Feel Great system, they saw a 27% reduction in blood insulin levels. Now, let me ask you a very straightforward and honest question. If you're dealing with insulin resistance, if you had any of those symptoms that I shared with you in the beginning, do you think, in all honesty, if you could have a 27% reduction in your blood insulin in your body, would that help you? Would that help you feel better? Put that in the comments right now. I'm pretty sure it would. Now, here's what's crazy. With Unicity, with the Feel Great system, with this movement, and us helping people feel better and sharing this information with people, more and more doctors and medical professionals are aligning themselves with Unicity. Now, why would these names in the industry, why would these doctors and medical professionals align themselves with a company like this, with a movement like this? People like Dr. Jason Fung, Dr. Ben Binkman, who's been studying insulin resistance for years, one of the leading speakers and authorities on insulin resistance. Why would these people attach and align themselves with a company like Unicity and a movement like the Feel Great movement? Well, plain and simple, it works. It is helping people. It is guaranteed to work. And because of the level of quality that goes into the Feel Great system, you're not going to find it anywhere else. And plain and simple, this protocol works. Now, not just doctors, not just medical professionals, also major athletes around the world are also aligning themselves with Unicity and the Feel Great system. Athletes like Hyao-Jun Lim, and I hope I said his name right. He's an Olympic speed skater and gold medalist. He drinks the Unimate before all of his workouts and when he performs. Now, he can do this because it's 100% natural, and this is something that athletes can take before they perform. You can see him over there on the right-hand side. He's actually wearing a Team Unicity sweatshirt, and no, this is not AI. You could literally go look this information up yourself. If anyone is watching the World Series right now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., also known as Vladdy, is loving being on the Feel Great system. He was introduced to it from his trainer. He lost 22 pounds, and he says, quote, felt better than I ever have. Why would these major figures in the sports world align themselves with a protocol and a movement? It's because it works. End of story. Now, let me be crystal clear. No one else makes Unicity. There's a lot of products and a lot of supplements that get made out of the same manufacturing warehouse, okay? They might have different sides of the aisle where they have a line right down the middle, and one side of the warehouse makes something for one company and the other side of the warehouse makes something for another company. Not with Unicity, not with the Feel Great system. They have 3 manufacturing facilities all around the world, and one of them right here in the United States in Las Vegas, and anybody can go take a tour of this facility. They want to ensure that Unicity and only Unicity makes the Feel Great system so they can maintain high quality and ensure you get the best quality product in your hands. Now, in case you're wondering, how do I actually take this? I have some in my hands right now. It is very, very simple and easy to use. Just like those hydration multipliers, those liquid IVs, or those elements or LMNTs, whatever you want to call them, you just open these little packets, these little sticks, you put them in water, and you drink them. So, plain and simple, if you're going to drink fluids throughout the day and you're going to hydrate your body, why not do it with something that is guaranteed to work? And they have so many great flavors like lemon, lemon ginger, fierce, which is one of my favorites. It's kind of lemon ginger on steroids. It has some nice heat to it. There's apple and cinnamon, berry, and orange. All of these flavors taste fantastic, and it makes this protocol super easy to use and consume. Now, let's get real. Let me show you some real life results, okay? I took some screenshots here and I wanted you to see it for yourself. When I got started with this protocol, when the Feel Great system was introduced to me, I was 223 pounds, literally about 30 pounds overweight. And it wasn't until someone saw one of my pieces of content and they said, "Oh my gosh, have you seen your face compared to some of your older videos?" And I went back and I did a side by side and I said, "Wow, that is crazy." So you can look on the left-hand side of your screen and see where I was to where I was just 3 weeks into it. I had dropped 12 pounds and I feel like I dropped most of that weight in my face. Just huge, huge differences. 4 weeks in, okay, I went from 223 pounds down to 209 pounds. You can see on the left-hand side, okay, those two screenshots right there, that was from the same exact weight I just shared with you. And you can see my shirt starting to fit looser. You can see my belly starting to go down. Now we jump ahead 5 weeks. I went from 223 down to 207, all right? Starting to see some real weight loss here, feeling really, really good. Okay, week 6 went from 223 down to 204, starting to feel really, really good. This is for me when all types of other things started to happen. Okay, my sleep started to improve. My wife even said to me, "I'm snoring less," which makes me feel really good for her. Okay. My energy is starting to go way up. My mood is starting to go way up. I decreased 2 notches on my belt, which means I lost a couple of inches on my belt. I'm now almost up 3 notches on my belt, which I'm putting on clothing that I haven't worn in years, starting to feel great. Even the shirt here that I'm wearing is a large. I usually wear extra large. And to be honest with you, this one here is even fitting kind of loose. Okay. So starting to feel really, really good, which is kind of ironic because that's why they call it the Feel Great system. So 7 weeks in, officially down over 21 pounds to be exact. It's 21.8 pounds. But here's the crazy part. It's not just working for me. This is working for thousands and thousands and thousands of people all around the world. And if you want to get in on this, please keep watching, okay? I'm sure somewhere around this video is a link. You can go ahead and click that and get yourself started. But again, make sure you watch this all the way through, get fully informed so you can have all of the information. So like I said, it's not just working for me. These are people that are inside our Facebook group. When you get on the Feel Great system, we're going to welcome you into our Facebook group. We got thousands of people in there, thousands of people sharing stories every single day, supporting each other, helping each other, all of those things. So let's go over to the left-hand side. Okay. So after being on the Feel Great system, down 150 pounds, no more prediabetes, depression, anxiety, shortness of breath, chronic pains, or migraines. Right in the middle, off 11 medications from the Feel Great system, dropped 57 pounds, reverse retinopathy, and fatty liver. And they got off their insulin, which is absolutely incredible. Okay, so for those of you guys that are maybe type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic, you may want to think about this. Okay, so over on the right-hand side, no more fatty liver, no more type 2 diabetes, no more sleep apnea, depression, erectile dysfunction. His blood pressure went down. He's off 7.5 medications and dropped 88 pounds. All of that without a thyroid. Okay, and again, guys, all of this is done 100% naturally, safely, and effectively, and using something that is guaranteed to work. And even your doctor can look this up and prescribe this for you. And you have 90 full days, guys, to try this out. Now, what are the alternatives? You can do what a good part of society is doing, what millions of people are doing. They're getting on the shots. They're doing statins. They're doing metformin. They're doing, bariatric surgery. They're doing all of these things. And again, The reality here is this does not address insulin resistance on a cellular level. It only puts a band-aid on it. So think about what happens when you stop doing these things. What happens when you stop taking a statin or you stop, maybe one of those shots? What's going to happen? Is the weight going to come back? Are you going to start feeling like crap again? Probably. Probably. I don't know for sure. Only you know that. But think about this. You have the opportunity right now to address things at a root cause. And I've heard people say all kinds of things, especially when it comes to a lot of the symptoms that we face, like skin tags, as an example. People say, oh, you can just use, dental floss, or you can freeze them off, or you can do all these things. And that's great. You might remove the skin tag, but it's probably going to come back because you're not addressing the root cause. Okay. So for me, when this was introduced to me, not only did I see an opportunity for myself to improve and increase my health and do it in a very powerful and impactful way, but I also said, man, what an opportunity in the marketplace right now. So now I want to talk to you as a marketer. I want you to think about this is, what if you had something in your hands that could solve a major health opportunity? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be real. The business isn't for everyone. Not everyone's going to want to share this. Not everyone's going to want to, be in the business. And I get that. And that's totally okay. But I want you to think about this. What happens when you eat at a real great restaurant, an amazing restaurant? You had an amazing meal. What do you want to do? You want to tell people about it. What happens when you watch an incredible movie or an incredible series on Netflix or Hulu? What do? You tell people about it. What would happen if you dramatically improved your health and you started feeling great? You lost weight and people started to notice. Would you tell them about it? Do you think there's an opportunity here to help people, not just financially, but help them in such a major, impactful way and have an incredible positive impact on their life? That could reward you financially and reward others financially for sharing how incredible this Feel Great system actually is. So let me walk you through that. We work on a customer-based system, and you can become a franchise owner, also known as a business partner like myself, and you could start sharing this with others. And when customers join you, you get a $25 commission. Now, here's where it gets really cool and unique. You don't just have to go get your own customers. Your customers can refer other customers, okay? Every time one of your customers refers another customer because of how great they feel, they're going to get a $10 credit. You're going to get a $25 commission. And that can cascade down through infinity, okay? Let me refresh that. And that can cascade down 12 levels. Imagine 12 levels of exponential growth, 12 levels of customers referring customers. And I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. But your customers can refer other customers, and they can get $10 credits, and they can get as many $10 credits as they want. And eventually, yes, their protocol, their Feel Great system can be free. Now, what's also cool is if any of these customers become a business partner, you don't just get a $25 commission, you're going to get a $250 commission when a business partner joins you. So you have the opportunity here to create unlimited $25 commissions and $250 commissions simply by sharing the Feel Great system. And like I mentioned, this goes down 12 levels. You can bonus up to 10% on your volume, on all of the orders that are coming in. You can get up to 10% of that. And I'll give you one real life example here. And this is actual real data. One of the people that I work with, his name is Trent, because of how this protocol works, because of how many people he has impacted, he has over 9,000 paying customers. Now, that's just customers. That's not even including business partners. Do some math on your own. What is 9,000 times $25? I'll give you some quick math. It's over $200,000. That's how much Trent is making every single month by sharing the Feel Great system. There's an incredible opportunity here to help people feel good and get very well rewarded for that. It's up to you. So if you want to become a business partner, you want to make more, and you want to help people feel better and solve a major, major problem that is out there in the world right now, okay? You can get started as a business partner for a one-time investment. And yes, there is financing available if needed. for $1,549. It's the same price that I paid. We all pay the same thing if you want to share this as a business partner. Now, we work on a 10 customer model, so we are going to very quickly educate you, teach you, and train you how to turn around and recoup your investment. Okay. And we're going to give you everything you need to have a successful home-based business like I've been doing for many, many, many years. This is what I literally do full time. And trust me, I've come from a world of retail sales. Okay. I don't have any formal training here. I don't have any education here. I just figured out how to start sharing this and how to start helping people. If I can do this, you can do this too, my friend. Okay. Unicity is going to provide you with all your customer affiliate links. They're going to provide you with the fulfillment. So you don't need to ship any products. You don't need to store any products. You don't need to worry about any of that sort of stuff. You don't need to worry about returns or any of that sort of stuff. They're going to give you your back office so you can track all your sales and all your earnings. Okay. And by the way, people always ask, how do I get paid? You get paid via direct deposit. So you can link your bank account directly to your Unicity account. You get paid every single Friday. All right. And they have an incredible customer service team. Not probably, the best customer service team that I've ever seen in all my years of marketing. They have a real home office that the customer service team works out of, real people. You can call them up and get a real person on the phone. All right. And they are always there for you. Yes, even on the weekends. Now, our team, we're going to do stuff for you that you've probably never seen in marketing. Okay. We're going to give you a proven and documented system. We're going to give you product and business training. We're going to do the weekly trainings for you, meaning we're not only going to be hosting live webinars where we're going to be training you, we're also going to be doing business presentations that you can invite anybody to. We're going to give you a private training academy. It's its own dedicated website where you could go and learn and develop your skills. We're going to give you customer coaching and support. There's Telegram chats, there's Facebook groups, there's so many things that you could plug into so you could get your questions answered 24/7. And we're going to give you a social media masterclass that is going to show you step by step exactly how to start sharing this with others. You don't have to pitch friends and family. You don't have to host home parties. You don't have to do any of those old school things that most people don't want to do. We're going to show you how to do that, again, simply and effectively. And that was one of the things for me when I got started with this. I just said, hey, listen, I got a lot going on in my life right now. I'm feeling kind of burnt out. I'm feeling like if I'm going to do anything different, I need something simple. And that's exactly what this was. So this is inside of the training academy. And again, you're going to get access to this as a business partner. Okay. There's something called the social media mastery TikTok recipe. Now, if you don't know how to do TikTok, if you don't know how to record videos, you don't know how to do any of that sort of stuff, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. We're going to show you step by step. So when I got started with Unicity and the Feel Great system, I created a brand new TikTok account. I followed this exact training that you see on your screen right here. Okay. I created a brand new TikTok channel, and very quickly I went up over 2,000 followers. You can even see on the left-hand side of your screen, one of my videos went up over 760,000 views. And because of the training, the step-by-step training that I was given, it was here's what you need to do, go do it. And then I turned around and I did it. And the crazy part is I'm now sharing this with my people, and they're seeing results. They're getting customers. They're getting sales. They're getting commissions. Okay. And because of this TikTok channel, I've had dozens and dozens of sales come in simply by following the exact process that I was given. Simple and effective and proven to work. Okay. So if you want to start sharing this as an example, let me give you some hard numbers here. If you went out and got 10 customers, okay, that's $250 a month residual for you. Now, let's say you get some business partners, you get 5 of them, and you teach them how to do what you just did. In other words, go get 10 customers. That's going to now be $500 a month for you in residual. Plus, you're also going to get $250 for each business partner that you bring in. But we're just talking about the residual here, okay? We're just talking about increasing your monthly take-home pay, okay? Now let's say that process duplicates one more time, okay? And you get 10 business partners, and they all do the same thing, okay? That's going to be $2,000 monthly for you in residual income. Now let's say that duplicates one more time. That's going to be over 6 figures a year, almost $9,000 a month for you by helping people feel better and by helping people increase their income. And again, you're going to be doing this naturally, safely, effectively, with a protocol that gets to the root cause of a major problem and helps people feel better. And you're doing this with something that is guaranteed to work, that is solving a major, major problem in the marketplace. And if you understand that, and you understand the timing, and you understand what you have at your fingertips, then somewhere around this video might be a link. You can drop a comment, let me know what questions you have, or you could go ahead and get started. For me, I saw a huge, huge opportunity in the marketplace right now to not only help people feel good, but to also create incredible wealth for my team. And that could be you. If you're ready to get started, you could text the word protocol. You could see it right at the top of your screen right there. Text the word protocol to that number. Yes, that is me. That is my actual number. I will respond. You can also reach out and ask me any questions that you have. And also know that what I do every single week, so there's some timing here. There's some timing here. If you're going to ponder, if you're going to doubt, if you're going to debate, if you're going to hesitate, and you're going to wait, you're going to lose ground. Because what I do is I stack team members. This creates depth and stability on your team so you could make even more money. So meaning, if you get started right now, the next person that rolls in, depending on what day of the week it is when you watch this, I do this every Friday. So let's say you join on a Monday, and then I have someone that joins, they watch the same exact business presentation, and they join on a Tuesday. They're going to go down underneath you. And then one more person joins on a Wednesday, or maybe two people join on Wednesday. Both of those people are going to go underneath you. So you could have 5, 10, 15 people down underneath you, and you get paid off of those people every single month. And if they turn around and they start sharing and they start building and growing, you're going to reap the reward of their entire team being down underneath you. But every minute, every moment, every day that you wait, that's another person getting started that does not land under you. So go ahead, text the word protocol to that number that you see right on your screen, or drop a comment wherever you watch this video if you have any questions. Now, if you're overseas, no worries, drop a comment and I'll get back to you and we'll figure out how to connect, okay? Otherwise, get yourself started. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for watching this all the way through. If you got to this video, depending on where you are, do me a favor, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, depending on what platform you're watching this on. And please don't hesitate to reach out and ask me any questions. I appreciate you for watching. I'm glad you got fully informed. And again, even if the business is not for you, get on this protocol. You will feel better. And if you don't pay a dime, my friend. It's guaranteed to work, safe, natural, and effective. And you can get to the root cause of what's causing so many health problems out there right now. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the inside in just a few minutes. Take care.